told me that I have no education, no class, and to see what happens if we play each other outside of the U.S. And I said, I'm excited, bring it. I chalk that up to competition. I chalk it up to, being upset, and, she pulled out all the stops to try and break the momentum. And, sometimes people do that, but it is what it is. Still is no beef, but again, like you guys saw, I didn't back down because you're not going to insult me, especially after I carried myself a certain type of way with nothing but respect. And if I show respect to you, I expect respect as well. And that's just the fact of the matter. And I think that that's tennis, right?
Preach, Taylor, preach. Back in our TC studio, presented by Verizon.
That is what you call rising above, showing humility and class, and still making a point.
Listen, Ostapenko posted some stories on her Instagram after where she thought that Taylor should have apologized after a net court.
Oh, the old faux apology.
But it is pretty wild behavior for somebody who is known to barely shake hands at the net after losses to call someone disrespectful.
Like in a lot of situations, you have to consider the source. And someone's going personal like this, you got to consider where it's coming from. Ostapenko hasn't been great in a lot of these situations, as you imagined, as a lot of people have pointed out. But Taylor did exactly what you said, Paul. She didn't sink to Ostapenko's level. She rise above it. And look, at the end of the day, it's going to affect you more if you get dragged into the mud. And I think Taylor did what was right for her, and she set a great example for everyone else who inevitably a lot of times gets pulled into ugly situations.
I loved it because it was just factual, it was totally classy, it wasn't emotional. She just kind of said, look, stuff happens in the heat of the moment. I didn't back down, and I just thought it was so well done, and it doesn't surprise me at all. Taylor Townsend is a class act and an amazing competitor, and I'm just proud of her, really happy that she's playing great tennis and that she just basically stated fact and she lives to play another day.
And there is a fine line, too, because you want to say something, but at the same time, you want to rise above it. I think she stood on business while at the same time not letting it affect her. She did beautifully.
The no education line, that was just uncalled for.
That's just...
Not wise.
No, it wasn't. And it came from an ugly place, and there's no space for that in sports.
Taylor handled herself like she always does, like that dress, brought the fire. She's got Mira Andreeva next.